What if I told you that the most important decisions in your life were not made by you? While the conscious mind draws plans, the unconscious moves the pieces with dreams, symbols, and coincidences. It attracts relationships, triggers accidental events, and repeats patterns you think are pure luck or misfortune. Here's the challenge: what if none of this is random? Today, following Carl Jung's insights, you'll learn how to embrace your shadow, decode synchronicities, and use the deep language of the unconscious to rewrite your own story, starting now, before another hidden cycle repeats. Every human being carries an unseen side, what Carl Jung called the shadow, impulses, fears, and desires we prefer to keep locked away. Pretending it doesn't exist doesn't erase it, it only gives it more power. It's like sweeping dust under the rug. The room may look clean, but the mess keeps growing. Real courage is switching on the light in that dark room and facing whatever lives there. Embracing the shadow means stopping the war against yourself. It's recognizing anger, envy, and vulnerability and understanding that every emotion carries a message. Anger can reveal injustices demanding action, envy can expose hidden talents. A practical way to start is writing down everything that bothers you and other people. Often those notes are mirrors of parts you've hidden in yourself. This meeting isn't punishment, it's a path to freedom. By integrating the shadow, you reclaim the energy once spent hiding it. Relationships become more authentic, decisions more conscious. And just after you face this hidden side, the next natural step appears, turning that raw material into creative power and deep self-knowledge. Jung used the word synchronicity for those moments when outside events seem to converse with your inner world. You think of a distant friend and they text you, a specific symbol pops up everywhere you look. For the alert mind, these aren't coincidences, they're glimpses of a larger design weaving life together. Noticing these signals isn't superstition, it's sensitivity. They can point to a direction, confirm a choice, or warn of needed change. A simple practice is keeping a coincidence journal, recording dreams, times, and symbols that repeat. After a few days or weeks, patterns emerge, often offering solutions your rational mind couldn't see. This quiet dialogue links your inner life with external reality. As synchronicity becomes familiar, you naturally reach the next question: how to strengthen the core of your personality so you can follow these subtle guides without losing your footing. After embracing the shadow and recognizing synchronicities, a decisive turn arrives: individuation, the process of becoming truly yourself instead of fitting into other people's molds. It means quitting the chase for likes, promotions, or family approval. Imagine swapping an inherited map for your own inner compass. It may feel lonely at first, but that's where real freedom starts. In daily life, individuation means small, steady breaks from expectation. Saying no to commitments that don't match your values. Choosing projects that feed your soul. Reading works like memories, dreams, reflections, or keeping a deep journal to uncover patterns that aren't really yours. Every choice rooted in authenticity strengthens the self waiting to emerge. Becoming yourself doesn't mean isolation, it means connecting more truthfully. Relationships deepen when you no longer act a role. At first, the world might resist, but soon it will respect your clarity. And just as your essence begins to shine, the next step calls, shaping this discovery into a higher purpose that infuses every action with meaning. Within each person live ancient characters, heroes, sages, explorers, healers. Jung called them archetypes, universal patterns shaping our choices and reactions. When you feel driven to protect, that's the guardian. When you rise to meet an impossible challenge, that's the hero. These aren't just old myths, they're living energies expressed in dreams, passions, and even your career path. Recognizing your dominant archetype is like discovering your life's source code. An entrepreneur might embody the explorer, forever chasing the new. A teacher might express the sage, turning knowledge into a guiding light. A quick exercise: list your favorite movies, books, or heroes and notice which roles repeat. They often reveal the storyline your soul wants to live. When you align with these symbols, choices become clearer. Work stops being mere survival and becomes an expression of mission. Challenges lose their weight and turn into essential scenes of your adventure. And from this connection with age-old forces, the next step emerges, weaving these personal myths into daily decisions that leave a lasting mark. While your body rests, your mind keeps working. Dreams are letters written by the unconscious in the language of symbols and metaphors. What seems nonsensical is often precise guidance. Jung called dreams a bridge between what you know and what you need to learn. Ignoring them is like throwing away a GPS that could guide you through emotional conflicts, career choices, and even health issues. Listening to dreams isn't superstition, it's pure self-knowledge. Keep a notebook by your bed and write every detail as soon as you wake up. Over time, patterns and messages surface, sometimes advice, sometimes warnings. Recurring dreams may point to unresolved conflicts or desires needing attention. It's the mind creatively addressing what reason keeps postponing. As you learn to interpret these signals, waking life gains a second map. Decisions become clearer, and fears more understandable. The unconscious becomes an active ally, anticipating risks and suggesting paths. And in this nightly dialogue, the next and final insight comes into focus, understanding how all these layers, shadow, archetypes, and dreams, prepare you to embrace life's greatest paradox. If every individual has a shadow, societies do too. Jung called it the collective shadow, ideas, desires, and fears an entire group tries to hide. It shows up in quiet prejudices, unquestioned trends, and crises that seem to erupt from nowhere. Think of how similar behaviors repeat across eras and nations, as if invisible tides steer history. That's the collective psyche at work. Seeing this force changes how you read the news, politics, and cultural trends. What we call the spirit of the times is often the collective shadow taking center stage. For example, times of censorship and fear are frequently followed by explosions of art and creativity, as if the social soul compensates for years of silence. Spotting these cycles helps you choose your role consciously instead of being swept along. Recognizing the collective shadow is also an invitation to responsibility. Every personal choice helps either to illuminate or to feed this shared unconscious. When you work through your own fears and biases, you help society mature as well. From this awareness comes the natural close of the journey, an invitation to live with full consciousness and help transform not only yourself but the culture around you. Now the decision is in your hands. Will you keep treating dreams, coincidences, and gut feelings as curiosities, or use them as maps for the next phase of your life? Which part of your personal shadow are you ready to turn into strength? Which choice today will bring you closer to your true essence? Share in the comments what resonated most with you in this video. Your story might awaken someone still living on autopilot. If this message stirred something inside you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week you'll find fresh insights to help you live with purpose, balance, and deep self-awareness.